Hello everyone, happy May Day. Well, we trust that all of you are keeping safe and sound at home. Here am I, without a proper hairstylist, without a proper makeup artist, ready for this mini shoot. Well, just like you, LiSHA Women's Wing is also hoping that the situation will hop back to normalcy pretty soon and we can resume our events. We had planned so many events for the year, but everything has been put on hold because COVID-19 broke out. As such, International Women's Day is one event that is very close to our hearts for LiSHA Women's Wing. Last year, we had the honor of Madam Halimah Yaakob to be our guest of honor, and every year we actually recognize women talents. We give awards to focus groups. So similarly, this year we had big plans, and our organizing chair Chandrika Rajaram and Uma Gayatri had went all the way to make big plans, but we had to put everything on hold. But nevertheless, today is double celebration, International Women's Day on May Day. We have two special ladies, Mrs. Tamayendi, Managing Director of Maxsham Holdings Private Limited, and Mrs. Susila Chandra, Manager of Chandra Meat Agency Private Limited. These two awesome ladies are actually juggling with business and family life, and let's hear from them with the COVID-19 restrictions, how they are putting it all together. Let's hear from them. Over to you.
Hi, I'm Kimmy Mohan, the co-founder of Maxsham Singapore. We started our business in 1992, and I'm very proud to say that I'm from the first batch of certified pest management professionals in Singapore, and that I'm the first Indian woman in the pest management industry here. A quick intro about myself. Before all of this, I was in the Air Force. Shortly after I got married, I left the RSM and joined a multinational bank, thinking that a 9 to 5 would be easier for the family. My husband and I decided to dive into uncharted territories for both of us, starting our own business. Our main businesses are vector control operations, cleaning and sanitation. As we've been in the public health business for about 30 years, we realized very early on about what the possibility implications of the novel coronavirus and its potential impact on our business. And so we started to review our business continuity plans in the late January this year. In the past, I used to think business continuity simply as succession planning, with situations like SARS, Ebola and Zika rising. I saw a serious need to ensure that we can operate our business efficiently and effectively even during such times. In 2003, we experienced the SARS outbreak, a time where we as a company first saw the increased demand for disinfection and sanitation services in non-health care facilities. It has been some time since SARS, nearly 20 years, and I now have my family on board with me in this business. Since then, there has been a lot of changes in our industry as well. We attend more events such as the ASEAN Dengue Day seminar hosted at the National Centre for Infectious Disease, and are actively involved in events such as the Pest Management Industry Visioning Workshop that held by NEA. The trade and industry associations help to keep us abreast with the latest updates so that we can better prepare ourselves to be resilient. Myself and my colleagues in the environmental services sector are much better equipped to handle such a situation now. For example, at the dormitories where we provide cleaning services, since several years back, we have vigorously gone through isolation and decontamination procedures with our dormitory operators and other key stakeholders. These exercises and many other training have better equipped us to handle public health situations. For a company like ours that started off in the time of manual typewriters, going digital has been factors for us to remain relevant. As a company, we have been actively testing flexible work arrangements, especially for administrative staff, such as with flexi-load, flexi-pays and flexi-time. We also shifted our office premises in January this year, and we are reviewing our work processes and operations plan to keep up with the times. Even before we could fully unpack and settle in our new premises, the Ministry of Health raised the risk assessment from DORSCON Yellow to DORSCON Orange in early February. Most of us are already familiar with the drill. as we have gone through a similar situation during SARS, with measures such as twice daily temperature screening for all our staffs and monitoring their health conditions closely. When the Prime Minister made the announcement of a circuit breaker, things moved a little faster for all of us. That became, we had to pull out all our business continuity guide and ensure that we had all the appropriate measures to continue and run our business. In line with the changing rules and regulations, as a daughter, mother, and grandmother, it was a very intense weekend to prepare for the circuit breaker, and I'm sure most of us felt like that too. Communication is key. I wanted to make sure everyone knows exactly what was going to happen in the CD period. We finalized our operations plans with our communications guide, informed all our staff, clients, suppliers, and other stakeholders of the changes to our operations and measures that had to be strictly implemented and at a short notice. This meant that working from home was no longer an option, but a must for all our support staff. Mode of deliveries, payment methods, and processing had to change. We had to ensure that our supply chains would remain intact and plan for contingencies as well. It was a very busy period. That weekend, myself, the business continuity manager and flow manager also met with our migrant staff stationed at their respective sites. Those who are stationed at dormitories or cleaning works, and explained to them on the situation we are facing. Given the emergence of cases in foreign worker dormitories, this group of men had to know early what they are facing, and I'm truly thankful and glad they rose to the task at hand. It hasn't been easy for most of us. There have been a lot of changes at work, at home, especially when we are mainly a family-managed business. For a company like ours that started off in the time of manual typewriters and document processing, this COVID-19 situation has urgently brought about a shift in going digital much faster than we had been planning for. We no longer have face-to-face staff meetings, rather virtual meetings have become very commonplace for most of us. We need to adapt to the situation, such as by adopting solutions such as e-invoicing and cloud-based payroll processing. We have been closely monitoring government agencies, trade and industry associations on the latest developments for policy changes and also for support that we can tap into. As more of us are working from home during this circuit breaker period, I also want to remind everyone of the surging numbers of dengue cases. My daughter and Meksham Chief Safety and Compliance Officer Shamala will be sharing with you some info on the dengue situation in Singapore.
There has been 50% increase in mosquito breeding found in homes over the past 3 years. The NEA has informed that there have been 6,000 dengue cases this year, more than double of what was the same period last year, and expected to exceed 16,000 this year. As we take measures in light of COVID-19, and as more of us are working from home now, during this period, I urge everyone to practice the NEA recommended 5-step mosquito wipeout at home on a daily basis. Pay more attention to potential mosquito breeding habitats and keep the mosquito wipeout as part of a daily routine. Clean stagnant water, even a small volume of the size of a 20-cent coin, can be potential mosquito breeding habitats. Other than removing stagnant water, you can use aerosol insecticide to protect us from mosquitoes in our homes. If you and your loved ones have experienced mosquito bites at home, you should also spray aerosol insecticide in dark corners, such as under the beds, behind the cupboards, and even in the toilets, to kill any female mosquitoes. All of us have a part to play in preventing dengue, especially in this heightened time as we fight COVID-19.
My advice to all the ladies out there, be strong. Together we will overcome this difficult period. It may be stormy now, but it never rains forever. Stay well and stay safe. Have faith.
Hello everyone, my name is Chandra. I am mother to my 4 lovely children, Ginny, Santosh, Shweta and Srini. I've been managing different businesses for the past 26 years, and today Chandra Maid Agency is my 12-year-old baby. We deploy helpers from India and Sri Lanka, and our core values are accountability, transparency and definitely result orientated. Our mission is to provide the right helper to the right household. we believe that we can do that with our experts waiting to assist you at 62977172, and we are located at 48 Serangoon Road, Little India Arcade, Unit 01-04. Sustainability. Singapore is one of the most densely populated cities in the world. As we are adjusting to the new reality, sustainability is not about what we consume, but to also rework our future to be conducive to our lifestyle. I remember Captain Green when I was in primary school. Well, if that is successful and we remember, we will sustain through this pandemic situation in Singapore. The circuit breaker? Well, it is definitely something new to you and me. Social distancing, masking up. Today, our family needs more time. Our elderly are finding it hard to cope at home. Well, many of us fall into the non-essential business sectors. And yes, we are together on this. We are all at home. I am very thankful to our government who has implemented various kinds of financial support in cash, in vouchers, supporting our utilities, and also more support is given to those who need more. All you have to do is seek help from the relevant agencies. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we do. You are more powerful than you know, and you are beautiful just as you are. I believe that the problem is not the real problem, but our reaction to it is. So, ladies, put up your best front, because these too shall pass and we will all be back due to normalcy. I am ready for today and prepared for tomorrow. What about you?
Beautiful, charming, elegant and mighty ladies. Inspiring, wasn't it? Well, thank you once again, Tammy and Susila, for that lovely segment. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank my organizing chairs, Chandrika Rajaram and Uma Gayatri, for putting this together. And thank you to the marketing team, Padmaja, Anujin, LiSHA Vani and Rajalakshmi Kalapan. Well, we are happy that we could do a bit for International Women's Day, though we had very big plans, but at least better late than never, isn't it? So thank you for listening to us, and don't forget to wear the mask, stay safe, have a good rest everyone. Thank you so much.